What's happening, my people? So it's movie time. It's Wednesday. It's the day before Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to y'all who might be watching this like on Thanksgiving Eve or the night before, or hopefully it's up by then, or Thanksgiving if you're bored. But what I'm coming to you with, what just dropped? Creed 2. I've been looking forward to this movie for the longest time. Since I heard rumors of it back in the days. But Ryan Coogler, he didn't sign on. But he still got Michael B. Jordan, got Sylvester Stallone, Tessa Thompson. Good movie. I don't want to spoil too much. I'm going to try and give my assessment of it and stuff without spoiling it. It is reminiscent of Rocky 3. That's a spoiler alert. It's reminiscent of Rocky 3. If you know how the story played off in Rocky 3, is similar to that. And like if you going into it, if you a Rocky fan, if you like the Rocky franchise, you like those kind of movies, you will enjoy this movie. Those movies have the same format. It is a template that isn't broke, so why fix it? The hero, he has some ups. He has some moments where he's battled within himself. Then he must rise from the ashes, and he must defeat the foe, and we ride off into the sunset. That's usually how the things go. It starts off without giving too much. Creed is having a fight, so it is after he fought Pretty Ricky or whatever, Ricky Fontaine, whatever. I don't know, Pretty Ricky, what they call him. But so he's on his rise, and he's had a few fights. He's been handling his business since the last movie, so he's reaching his stardom. On the converse of it, the inverse of whatever, is Victor Drago, Ivan Drago's son. So he's in the slums. He's in the middle of nowhere there in Russia. Ivan Drago, he was shamed ever since he lost to Rocky. He lost everything. He lost his status. He lost his wife. Lost everything. So the son, all he's known is fighting. And he has that pain of everything they lost. He lost his mother. They out in the slums, so he just battling. He kind of like Killmonger. He kind of like Killmonger on Black Panther. So Michael B. Jordan is Black Panther, and Drago is Killmonger. Is similar to that. But you know from the previews, he's gonna come. You're gonna bait him into the fight. They're gonna have the fight. Blase, and this and that. But the premise of it, the movie is a lot about family. It's a lot about family, man. Like homeboy come from the ashes. He come from the slums, and he fight. He internalizes that. That's what drives him to get to the point to fight Creed and take everything that he's got. Creed, he's driven by fear at first. He's driven by the fear of not living up to his father. That was on part 1 as well. Like he was scared. Man, I'm Creed, but man, that's a big legacy. Is a big shadow is cast. Like you walk into Creed's house, like they have a scenes in Creed, and they show like Creed's the father's trophy room, and it's as far as the eye can see, man, just trophies everywhere. Like he was one of the greats. Like we seen Rocky. We didn't see everything that Creed achieved, but Creed was that's why it was such a big monumental moment that Rocky beat Apollo Creed, because Apollo Creed was that nigga. But anyway, so he's trying to live up to that. That fear is what drives Creed. But eventually, family is what drives him. Family, everybody around him, and they picking him up. Everybody's picking him up and driving, and he has something to fight for. So his fight, his family and stuff to fight for is pushing him forward. And Ivan Drago is more of just anger and bitterness and stuff. So family versus anger and bitterness and stuff. So that's kind of what the movie is. And I don't want to give too much away, but man, it was a good movie. They had moments like early on. I was a fan. I was oh, and then they had like 30% into the movie. I guess there's like let me say 30 minutes into the movie. Then it kind of like takes a tilt because some things happen too early in the movie, and you're like, hold up, I know how this is gonna play out since I told you reminiscent to Rocky 3, but this plays out early in the movie. You're like, oh, I know what's gonna happen, and so then you gotta see him on his ascent, where you gotta see him go into his law. Like he's down on himself and this and that. I'm trying not to give too much away, but then he got to build himself up. Like when he building himself up, and you know they have the Rocky moments where they have the montage, the training, etc. That's good. That's good. But the fight at the end with Creed and Victor Drago, shit, nigga, that shit is worth the price of admission. It is off the chain, but there's a lot law apart. There's some things that are predictable. There's a lot of predictability and stuff. So as far as like the writing, it could have wrote itself. Like it was a simple movie to make, but the way they articulated it in the fighting, like the first one, I thought the first one maybe was a better movie, but the fighting was terrible on there. To me, it was very robotic. Like that's how it was on part 1 to me. To me, they did a better job on part 2 as far as the fighting, but the fight at the end, it is incredible. It is incredible. Like he takes a lot of punishment, You know that's gonna happen in a Rocky movie and stuff. He takes more punishment than I would have liked, cause you like they get dropped so many times, man. When you watch a Rocky movie, Rocky get dropped 5 times in the movie. If you watch boxing. That doesn't happen. You're not getting dropped 4 or 5 times and come back and win the fight. Never. But it is a good movie, man. I would give it an 8.5 out of 10. I would give it an 8.5 out of 10. Definitely go see this. If it's a date night movie, if you want to bring your family or something, it is very good. It is very good. I don't know if there's a end scene or something. Whenever the credits came on, the lights came on, I got out of there. I got out of there fast. I was the first one out of there. My eyes was watery. I did not want anybody to see me like that. Sorry, folks. I get emotional in every Rocky movie. But this one, I walked out of the theater. I had dropped. I think I dropped tears. But I didn't want nobody to see. I was in there by myself. Everybody was in there with these booze and whatever. I got out of there early. I didn't want nobody to see me teared up. But so I don't know if there is something after the end credit scene or whatever. But it is good. Go check that movie out, man. Support black cinema and stuff. But just support a good movie. Holla at your boy. Like, comment, subscribe. Gonna be the greatest and the most hated. Happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy yourselves. Eat your belly full. Shit, save your boy a plate. Give me some patty pie. Holla at you. Peace out.